your new coach. And welcome back to the Living Choice 2021 Women's State League Grand Final. We are about to get underway. Shix, we've just recovered from the men's. What a fantastic game that was.
What an outcome. What a result. What a game.
And we're sort of expecting something similar here, aren't we?
We are. Glenelg just needs to build on that game from a couple of weeks ago where they really took it up to Brighton. Brighton were good enough in the end to bounce Glenelg off and put themselves straight through to the grand final, and then Glenelg just polished up a little bit last week, didn't they, Tone?
And as we see the two teams just head over to the Living Choice logo here, and aren't they great, our major sponsors, Living Choice?
Couldn't ask for anything better.
But this rivalry is just as big as the men's rivalry. Let's make no bones about that. Brighton have been successful for the last 3 years, and they have some quality players, but the Glenelg girls a couple of weeks ago, they were 7-6 down in a semi-final and then managed to just go under. They did a job on Burnside last week.
These two teams...
Blue Warriors last week.
Between them, Tone, have won the last 14 titles in Lacrosse SA. With Brighton the very most dominant there, of course. Glenelg just the 3 of those, but... 11 to Brighton, which includes from 08 to 13 to 14, I should say. Oh, no, they lost to Wilderness for 14. And
with no ado, we're going to head down to Mr. Ben Hook to get the proceedings underway.
Well, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cooper Stadium for this, the Living Choice Women's State League Lacrosse SA Grand Final between Brighton and Glenelg. We begin by acknowledging the land we meet on today as the traditional lands of the Kaurna people, and we pay our respects to their elders past and present. We also pay our respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who join us here at Cooper Stadium today. It is time now to meet the match officials for today's game. Could you please welcome lead umpire Tammy Varga, umpire Natalie Owens, umpire Nikki Voisey, and chief bench official Belinda Rowland. Perfect. Exactly. Yep. And now we'll meet the Glenelg Seahawks. Number 1, Ruby Zara Boatwright. Number 3, Ella Drury. Number 5, Isabel Brown. Number 6, Laura Evans. Number 7, Jamie Dinning. Number 8, Darcy Beckett. Number 9, Bonnie Wells. Number 10, Brodie Borovnik. Number 11, Sarah Haynes. Number 13, Karen Mortimer. Number 14, Jess Morrison. Number 22, Talia Fitzner. And number 27, Carly Evans. Their coaches are Stuart Robb and Sasha Newmarch. Manager is Sue Robb and scorer is Judy Evans. The Glenelg Seahawks. And now their opponents this evening, the Brighton Bombers. Number 1, Adalia Brokenshire. Number 2, Adam Cunningham. Number 3, Beth Varga. Number 4, Melissa Williams. Number 6, Zephyr Williams. Number 7, Hayley Fuss. Number 8, India Williams. Number 9, Colleen O'Malley. Number 10, Michaela Varga. Number 11, Eloise Rowe. Number 14, Cassidy Doster. Number 16, Kelly McDonald. Number 17, Taylor Voisey. And number 19, Taylor Mangan. Their head coaches, Trish Adams, assistant coaches, Tess Gilbert and Cass Curasso, and their manager is Janet Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please join the umpires, players and coaches and stand for the Australian National Anthem. I'll invite the captains into the centre of the field for the toss of the coin. Who's the away team? Away team? Perfect.
I'm going to toss the coin for you. This is heads, this is tails. So you're going to call it. What are you going to call it?
Heads.
Heads it is.
We'll go that way. I think that way first.
So Glenelg captain Karen Mortimer has won the toss, and the Seahawks are going to head to the southern end of the stadium in the first quarter. Back up to you and the Lacrosse SA TV team.
Thank you, Mr. Ben Hook, getting the proceedings underway here for the Women's Living Choice 2021 State League Grand Final. Shicks, all the fun and frivolity is over as the pre-match. Now it's time for the real stuff, mate.
For those who, what do we call it, Tone? I don't know what we call it, actually. I've really lost for words there. What I was about to say was Glenelg won the toss earlier on today in the men's and came away 11-8. Glenelg just won the toss for the
You reckon there's a little
women's,
bit of just mojo happening there?
Maybe. Who knows? If I'm sure the Glenelg fans are hoping for it. Brighton for me, though, Tone.
And a couple of people out here. Addie Cunningham coming over to Brighton. Her first ever State League Grand Final.
For sure.
Nerves.
Absolutely. Wanting to perform for a big team. Absolutely. Cassidy Doster.
Her last game as a Brighton Bomber, heading back home. And Brighton have been really dominant at this point, but Jamie Didding's been fantastic the last couple of games.
Glenelg had great plans last time, so if they can continue that and get the contest out to the wings, then it'll be a win for Glenelg.
And for me, one of those young players, Talia Fitzner in defence. She's been really good for the Glenelg Seahawks.
She has.
So here we go. Tammy Varga about to set the first centre draw, and we are going to be underway in the Living Choice Women's State League Grand Final. If you're just joining us, Glenelg get up for the men's one over Brighton, 11-8. And here we go. So first, your ball use is under massive amount of pressure. Bonnie Wells. And the first one there in the centre draws goes to Glenelg.
Straight to plan, wasn't it? Jamie Dinning caused the contest early, but flicked it out to the wings. That's where they want to play it. They want to play it far and wide.
And we're going to have a 3-second call here on Cassidy
herself.
Doster.
Yes.
So if you can get on the board early, we saw this. Just pumping the crease there was Karen Mortimer.
But Laura Evans.
And so ball to be won here. You can see the nerves as the sticks are just
pre-check.
flying around. No, let them go early, I say, Shicks, as Laura Evans picks herself up off the ground.
Lovely little rake back there to Jamie Dinning, and she'll go to Darcy Beckett. So the Glenelg girls will now get a catch and a pass around the place and get the nerves out.
So just no drama with that first real feed of the crease. Cassidy Doster pushing out, just looking for a penalty here or looking for a flag.
Well, if that's the standard, that's okay, Tone, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let it go all day. You know what? But let's and these ladies in black and white do a great job.
They do. Well,
so it's a Glenelg ball, even though Brighton were heading off, is definitely a Glenelg ball. As you see, Varga, she was unaware that was a Glenelg ball. So Morrison, she's been good this year.
Whoa.
And there's some nerves right there, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit antsy. Everyone wants to get on the board nice and early and break the duck egg. But Bonnie Wells for me today, Tone. If she can really impact the scoreboard, then that's going to go a long way for Glenelg winning this. And Dinning now down deep in the attack. Cut there from Mortimer. Not sure if that's the ball.
Rolls inside. Addie coming out of the cage. She can kick it up the top into Morrison. She has no one on her. Morrison still has no one on her. But not seen there. And rolling in, just looking, assessing, kicking over the top.
Well weighted.
Beautiful weighted ball, isn't it? If you were receiving that on a half-forward flank here at the beautiful Cooper Stadium, you would certainly... And Bonnie Wells just playing for that contact. And again, playing for the contact, and she's going to get it this time. So there's going to be a free shot on the fan here, and this is how Glenelg would have talked about starting, especially with Wells, with the fire she possesses.
She does.
Not on the hash, sorry, there. That was just brought outside the 8 metre.
Oh, on here. Oh, Beckett. Might have been a stick there from young Millie Varga, or Michaela, I should say, isn't it?
And young, yep. And Taylor Voisey just with the ball. Kicks it over here to Indy Williams. And a couple of these girls coming off a big under-18 win earlier.
Yes, that's right. So they've been had to wait a long time, though, Tone, to get back into this game. So we could see some...
have they cooled down?
Some time to ramp back up.
Doster.
Borovnik here on Doster. That might be a matchup to look forward to, Tone.
And Borovnik's been really good in the last couple of weeks too in that defensive role. So that's a great matchup for me.
You like that?
I like any matchup that creates a contest, Shicks. So ball back here to Doster.
Doster looks like Laura Evans will be the one to pick her up.
Steph Williams just coming off the off her shoulder. Doster looking.
Left, right, little shake.
And
Ooh,
is there a good
inside
night?
ball.
Great, yes, there is a good night. And that is the form of Karen Mortimer, who's taken the ball and heads down the field, kicks it there to Darcy Beckett.
Yep.
She should move it on quickly here.
Great intercept. Very good intercept there. A little bit of one-hand cradle work too, Tone. We love that down here in Lacrosse SATV.
Doesn't the legend himself,
Love it.
Mr. Craig Schicker, loves the one-hand cradle.
So Dinning on Varga on her. Morrison there, Colleen.
Working.
Good D.
And a shout out to a couple of we are here on Lacrosse ATV, and we will send shout outs. So keep your messages coming through here for the women's game. Again, that little one just pops up over the top, just sets up Jamie Dinning. She doesn't mind getting inside.
Oh, half a chance there inside with Wells, but Evans, as she usually does, mops up for the girls. Beckett now will bring the ball back down deep in the right-hand corner.
So no one with a real opportunity yet. Jamie Dinning certainly trying to change that as she
Shots
does.
And fires.
And doesn't the crowd go wild here? They're still up and about from the Men's State League. And first shot of the game. And bang, Jamie Dinning. See here on the Living Choice instant replay. Just managed to get top side, free the hands. Nothing in the lane. And left hand off stick side.
Nice shot there.
And Glenelg on the board first. And as we've seen in some games here today, that the replay or the Div 1 game.
Great celebration.
The first couple of goals, and Woodville get up. And speaking of Woodville and the Blue Warriors, we're glad to have Charlotte Winnan boundary side with us. Charlotte, good start to the game.
Yeah, the energy here is very, very high with these at the moment. You probably hear it in the background, but they are up and about.
And we apologise for not bringing Charlotte in. There was so much going on, and Charlotte's going to do a great job bringing us all the news from the benches there tonight. And the news at the moment is Glenelg is up 1-0, but Varga, she fires over the top and a shot had there. And we are no damage done on the scoreboard for the Brighton Bombers.
Not yet, Tone. Zeta Boatwright picking up the experienced Mel Williams. And we're going with Laura Evans on Doster. So they're the two key matchups. It looks like Dinning, when she gets down there, will play on young Mangan.
What's happening here? We've got Indy Williams coming off.
Must be a blood roll, is it?
Charlotte, we might just get you to chase up with what's going on with Indy down there. Looks like it might be a little bit of a blood rule.
Yeah, she's severely bleeding on the knuckles. It looks like she's copped a check on the right side, and there's a fair bit of blood on her hand, but she's tough. She'll get that strapped up and
That's
back
what we like,
straight away.
Tom. That's what we like.
Hey, Charlotte all over it down there, isn't she?
Good calling. So great D there, Fitzner and Evans. Plenty of pressure.
And Mel Williams, she's going to put some pressure onto the Glenelg side.
She will.
And she has been a part of many of these and gets her first and Brighton's first of the night.
So just Zeta Boatwright just found herself lost there on Mel Williams. Gee, you can't allow separation from a goal-scoring machine like Mel Williams.
Mel Williams has been huge for the Brighton Lacrosse Club over the years, and first on the
Yep.
on there.
So face off again.
So back to the centre, 1-1. And ball to be won. Doster just wins it to herself. She has Wells to contend with, but gets past Wells. Heads back down to the offensive end. So down to Williams. And Williams
Back
looks
door cut.
inside.
Hard
just
one for Varga to take. She's well covered, Ella Jury.
Eloise Rowe just picking the ball up there.
Yep. Another one from that successful under-18 girls team.
As Zeph Williams goes about her work, kicks it over there to Hayley Fuss, who kicks it back up to Dostin. We're back to where we started.
We are. Varga again.
Just not quite getting the handle of the ball. And Kath Connor here online says, does Mel Williams have the most premierships in SA in the women's competition? That we can't answer at the moment, can we, Shix, as we get in the commentate. But I tell you what, Carly Evans sees her first shot of the game, picked back up, and that's going to be a Glenelg ball. Jamie Dinning certainly putting her mark on the game at the moment. So we will have the ball kicked back here to Carly Evans, who gets her first save of the game. And back, and Paul Kernahan says, go Addie Cunningham, love you and good luck. Pat McLean says, go Bays. Nada Borovnik says, woohoo, watching in Sydney. So welcome, Nada. And Donna Wood says, we can't hear Charlotte. Well, most people want that of me, Donna, but we'll make sure that we get that right. And hopefully that's been fixed now.
Just off the top of the head there, Tone, I reckon, in getting back to Kath Connerty, in Mel's time, Brighton have won 11, so she's potentially got 11. She has had a couple of daughters, so potentially missed one or two from here or there.
Yeah, it's stretching in from where she started.
Certainly up there, Kath. It's a good question. If anyone else out there can suggest somebody else with more, we would like to hear about it.
And
as Brighton calls a turnover, Tone.
And speaking of Brighton, Abby Thorne over in the US watching her Brighton Bombers. Big shout out to you. Go Bombers, so proud. And as Colleen O'Malley. And a huge shout out to Colleen's family as well. We know that they are regular LSA TV viewers. So
good.
Big shout out to the O'Malley clan over in the US.
We've got the Brosnick family coming in from Sydney too with, is it Nada or Nada?
Nada, yep. So all around the world at the moment is Dost. A great save there from Evans.
Yeah.
And I tell you, if you want to save, why wouldn't you get in touch with tradvc.com.au, mate?
Absolutely.
For all your roofing, carport, guttering, flooring, fencing.
You name it.
You know what? Just all around great people, aren't they? And get in touch with them at tradvc.com.au, 8376 3639. And they will certainly look after you. As
Zeph up top. Fitzner.
And
Ooh,
Fitzner
ball
doing
bubbles.
a great job.
And the matriarch's there to collect taxes. So she collects well. So look at that. Doster just sneaking behind with Evans. Good enough, though, Carly Evans to look after that ball.
And Doster's going to have to come out the back. So, and this will open up Borovnik on the right-hand side here, which should potentially be a pretty easy clear, although Hayley Fuss will have something to say about it. Oh, Borovnik, good job. Good job to get it back. And kicks it in. And there's going to be a
check there, yeah.
Indiscretion.
Small indiscretion there, Hayley Fuss.
Small indiscretion early. And Borovnik, certainly with there. And I tell you what, why wouldn't you, if you're not here live watching it, and you're watching it on Facebook, how about you get onto YouTube and watch it in the big HD, Shix?
Oh, why wouldn't you?
No, with the quality of production that comes
1080p,
in.
1080p.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds great.
It means that the viewers out there, Tone, can see the thoughts inside your head. That's how close we'll be.
That's how. And why wouldn't you be that? Well, I don't think you want to see the thoughts in my head, just quietly. And I missed a shout-out in the men's game. I'm going to say it, Mr. Chris Plum. He was live and free watching. So, Plummy, big shout-out to you, brother. We hope that your lockdown finishes soon and we can get back to playing some of this game we love. And that's to all our Victorian brothers and sisters. We hope if you're watching live and free on LSA TV that you're enjoying the coverage. So send us a message and let us know you're online, as
Mortimer
is sending her own message at the moment.
She is.
And Karen Mortimer.
That was on the back of a Jamie Dinning drive. Got herself into a nice little scoring position. Had a bobble on the stick. Ground ball to be won. Karen Mortimer's got the Dyson out today, and she's vacuuming everything up off the ground, Tone.
And it wasn't that long ago that she was down in this back corner, Shix, where she's managed to pick one off where Talia Fitzner had dispossessed Zeph Williams.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere.
And here we go. Kirsty Hayes says, go you Bay. Sarah Mollison says, yes, killer.
Yep. Sarah, she's in for
Sarah.
a long afternoon of lacrosse. Where else would she want to be?
Well, live and free on LSA TV. Watching on, Sarah, you're watching on the big screen in HD there on YouTube. And we hope you're enjoying it. And obviously to Greg. Greg will be on watching somewhere. So hope the ankle's healing up well, Greggy. And to all of our, as I said, all of our brothers and sisters, I know the WA Grand Finals are going on over in the west, so we hope that everyone's enjoying a great day of lacrosse here. And Sarah says, yes, I love it, thank you. And I'll tell you what else you'd love, Shix, Power Play Sports.
I would love to go there, can't wait.
I'll tell you, Shix might even come back next year if Power Play are bringing some gear.
Oh, look, I'm looking to buy gear every day.
And you can get in touch with them, Shix, on powerplaysports.com.au.
You can.
And if you order over free delivery, I believe.
Absolutely. Anywhere in Australia. Anywhere in the world.
In the world?
Mm-hmm.
It's worldwide.
Hand delivered.
Ooh, well, given what I heard, it's going to have to be hand delivered at some point. They reckon a little bit of a postage, but that won't hold up Power Play Sports because they find a way.
In Australia Post, we trust. Star Trek.
And Greg Mollison, he is on board. He says big screen viewing is magic. Greggy, as Doster steps up the top, she has a say to say about it. Good work there from Evans. Pops it down.
Ooh,
Taylor Mangan
picks up.
Says bang, bang. Thank you very much. Anything you can do, Glenelg, we can do better.
A little sneaky backdoor cut there. Taylor Mangan. Good handle to get that off the plastic. Got it down, had a little whippy cradle, and we see Jamie Dinning just
let her go, didn't she?
Well, she might have been looking after the other girl, the jury, one of the two there. Lack of communication. Yep, Taylor Mangan makes the most of it.
Makes
Lovely
them paid,
finish.
doesn't she?
3-2.
2-all game.
Yeah, scoreboard, sorry. Back to 2-all.
So Taylor Mangan with that goal. One of the young Bomber Brigade, who's had a fantastic season in State League.
She has.
This year. Really stepped up.
Thriving in this
and Morrison, the 2-14s, and Morrison. And there we go. Oh, that's a bit of a rub in his racing event down there. Oh, good check there. Well let go.
It was.
That was
this is what we want.
Now Owen's on the spot there, just letting it go. That's what we like to see, isn't it, Chicks?
Well, she ducked out the way there.
Darcy
I think she missed
Beckett
more than
just did not take the ball cleanly, and that's going to be a push. And down we go. And who's going to take that down? They're just sucking in the
big ones. That might be young Brokenshire.
Dahlia there, just sucking in maybe just a little bit of winding there.
Another young tough unit from the Brighton Bombers.
Massive. And don't they have some really great senior play, but these young up-and-coming Bomber players, women. You know, there's going to be a few of these girls that wear the green and gold if they haven't already.
And this is what Addie loves to do. Addie Cunningham loves to bring the ball up. Loves to get up nice and close and throw a nice big frozen rope to someone.
Right there, we hear the 30-second whistle or the cowbell.
There's the big one.
And Indy Williams just finding herself up, but again, Karen Mortimer.
Bonnie Wells on that occasion.
Bonnie Wells, Karen Mortimer. I'm sorry, I was looking ahead.
Preempting. Well done, Tone, but great pick up there by Dahlia. She skirts the ball out there to Doster, met by Ella Jury. Driving pipes. Good help, Dee Morrison.
And we love.
This is
good,
good,
That's great defense.
Even better
both
umpiring,
teams.
Tone.
How good is this umpiring, Shix? We
Brilliant.
are all over it.
Brilliant.
Keep that going all day. The girls in black and white are doing a fantastic job.
The defensive efforts from both teams, Tone, fantastic.
As are the girls in the black and gold and the black and gold.
Black and gold.
So it is quarter time here, and it went quite quickly. And I'll tell you what, Shix, we might hear a word from our sponsors.
Imagine if you could belong to a safe, welcoming and pet-friendly community in a picturesque location only 30 minutes from the Adelaide CBD. where you are just a stroll away from local shops and facilities and close to Brighton Beach and its seaside attractions. Imagine luxury living and 5-star facilities, a place that values your independence and offers a wide variety of lifestyle options. A place for you to call home. Welcome to Living Choice Woodcroft, a fully accredited village in southern Adelaide. Living Choice Woodcroft, where you have the choice of luxury and the luxury of choice. For more information on how you can become part of our community, please call 1800 502 524 or visit livingchoice.com.au.
And as we come back here at quarter time, we might head down boundary side to Charlotte Winnan, who's sitting out the back there. Charlotte, anything to report after that quarter?
Yeah, just listening to Stewie Roberts said that we've got to pace ourselves. So I think he's saying the intensity of the game is going to stay for the next 3 quarters. So for the girls to really just be mindful and pace themselves with, I guess, keeping their legs fresh and just going hard. The umpires are doing a great job as well. They've kept it consistent for the first quarter. And I heard Tricia saying just don't be afraid a fair bit. So don't be afraid to attack, be afraid to grab. So yeah, pretty good words from the first quarter. It seems like the pace is definitely here to stay.
And we thank Charlotte Winnan boundary side as we get the game just about underway here. We have Tammy Varga setting up Jamie Dinning and Cassidy Doster. And a huge shout out to the Doster clan too, because I know they're always watching chicks.
They are always watching. Not high enough. Oh, no. Going against Cassidy Doster, so Jamie Dinning will pick that up.
Well, the last time we saw these two teams, it was 18-2 in the centre draw, chicks.
Yeah, that's right. Megan Mollison here online as well, saying great defence, and couldn't agree with you more, Megan. The umpire's really allowing the girls to play some defence tonight. It's great to see.
As we see Jess Morrison just go about making her opponent play some defence in Colleen O'Malley. And Bonnie Wells, she doesn't mind shooting. Or just wears one up top, but keeps it going. And Wells, great control there.
Good control.
And I don't mind this, Shix. Just let it go. You know what? Make it happen.
More.
And there we go. And she is making it happen. Is Bonnie Wells. She gets the first one of the second quarter, and Glenelg skipping out to a 3-2 lead here.
Great.
Have a look at this one on the...
Just the ideal ball carrier, Karen Mortimer there, just carrying, drawing two, and look at that. Bonnie Wells able to slip the back door, left open by the Brighton defence, and you give her half a chance inside, Tone.
Well, she created massive space then, didn't she? So she ran that almost little C cut into it and then came off the player before the pick.
She will find rope.
Tell you what, Karen Mortimer, she's got eyes in the back of her head.
She does. Yeah, you can't get away with anything when Karen's around, that's for sure.
And Lauren Wagner says, yes, Bonnie. And, yeah, that's exactly what we were saying, Lauren. There's a ball back in the centre. Doster up against it. Jamie Dinning again wins that one. But good work there from Varga.
Yeah, good effort. Second efforts are key, aren't they?
Well, she was our Living Choice player of the game in the semi-final.
She was.
And she's...
Morrison hunts down Varga there, but goes to Mel Williams behind. And she looked pretty active early, liked the matchup. She likes to get involved nice and early, and she got one on the scoreboard, and Zada broke right. Good body position there.
Inside look, that's just... that's come off a Glenelg stick, so...
Errant pass, Tone.
Yeah, we love that. Kieran Sandow, if he was watching, he would be all over that. Chicks, great pick up there from Indy Williams.
Jeez.
But she sees 5 white shirts ahead of her, make that 6.
Yep, gives it to Mum, the decision maker at home.
And Zeph cutting through, but just not enough angle there.
Nice idea, I don't mind it, but you've got to get up early to catch Carly Evans out,
Carly Evans in the cage has been outstanding this year and still with an Aussie contract, still in the program. So, you know.
Well played here. Zeph back inside. Good
and
save.
great defence there. Zada Boatwright with the double. And Talia Fitzner, but look at the pressure on the ball at the moment. Laura Evans with the ball. Kicks it up. She's got Fitzner. Fitzner just finds and a big push off there. Nothing called. That's what we like off of Brighton foot. And that's going to be a Glenelg ball.
Right in it here, right on the sideline. The spectators are overlooking here.
And we're in a great spot for that. Nat Owens, another great call.
Power Play Sports. Call of the day, Tone.
Well, right on the spot, and that's where you need to be with Power Play Sports, right on the spot, because they'll look after you with anything you need. And push had there from Zeph.
Well, professional foul, I reckon, ran offside too, so it might have been a professional foul, just run offside.
Or it was 6 chasing 6.
Yeah, well.
So Beckett down the back. Hasn't quite got into the game yet, Darcy Beckett. Had a couple of fumbles in that first quarter, but
that's all right.
She has Jess Morrison, the two 14s against each other. And Jess Morrison pops around.
Oh, gee, you like that.
You don't mind that, do you, Chicks?
Jeez, I don't mind that at all.
Question mark, underhand, have
something.
some of that.
Yep, it was lovely.
Not expecting that to come towards you.
Morrison will go again at Doster. Blink and you'll miss it with these two girls. Just sizing things up here. Glenelg setting up their offensive threat. Dinning now. Varga heavily guarding her. Wells finds some space. And Jamie Dinning just noticing that the Logies have been cancelled this year, so we'll give one a go, but not getting handed out too easily today, Tone.
I'll tell you what, Bonnie Wells, she's looking to create space. She got one from,
draws the two. Dinning
Jamie
down low.
The other side. And there we go, Laura Evans. So as the games have gone today, Shicks, just making a bit of a statement here of the Glenelg Seahawks.
How about the atmosphere, Tone? There's nearly 7,000 people here today. And what a great team goal. We might see that in the Living Choice replay. Bonnie Wells draws two. Dinning again snuck out the back door.
Great vision there from Dinning to find Evans on the bottom corner open. And under a bit of a barrage here at the moment of the Brighton Bombers.
Colleen O'Malley good enough to get across to the double to stamp out Jamie Dinning, but very good eyes. Heads up lacrosse. Laura Evans back corner. 4-2. So a little bit of pressure mounting now.
And back into the centre draw. So at the moment, Cassidy Doster not having her own way in there as she has had most of the season. But she can change that pretty quickly. But
pre-check
there. And Jess Morrison, she's just asking the question.
Yeah.
So just starting to get ascendancy here.
We don't normally see that from Cassidy Doster, do we?
Well, and she's bleeding, so she's obviously worn one straight across the top of the head.
Yeah, how about that? No, just a pre-check.
Just a pre-check?
On the forehead.
But, hey, I like the way the game's been called at the moment.
I do, yeah, I do too.
No blood, no foul.
Rubbing's racing.
It is, and all those colloquial terms.
Oh, yeah.
And here's an opportunity for Glenelg.
So no need to panic here, the Bays. They just need to... Izzy Brown's first touch on the grand final.
And that's but not a great pass, to be honest.
Well, they didn't need to happen, did it? They just needed to soak some time up there, just relax everybody back down. Sarah Haynes chases Varga.
Varga gets away.
Race, got to
go to her here. Boat right.
Oh, that's a dangerous shot, isn't it? That is.
And that is going to be a dangerous shot. And
that is a precious situation as well. We don't see Beth Varga making decisions like that, Tone.
No, very cool and calm under the conditions. And Zada Boatwright in exactly the right position she should be, and wore the follow through. So we'll see Varga in the penalty box for a 2-minute penalty.
2-minute penalty. It's a bit of a nothing shot too, Tone, wasn't it?
It was. And while you've got the next 2 minutes as we place a man up, why don't you get in touch with Traditional Group? Because in 2 minutes you could get a new carport, veranda, carp, roofing, guttering, anything you want.
Yes, you could.
And that is on tradvc.com.au or 8376 3639. And within that mode, they'll look after you. And if you say code word Shicks is a legend, I'll tell you what, because they're enjoying themselves down there, aren't they, the Traditional Group?
They are indeed, yes. They are indeed. And online, Tone, we got Pat McLean just sitting at home clapping away. She's very, very happy at the moment. Plenty of lacrosse to play, though. And we've seen what can happen in these games, Tony, don't we?
Absolutely we can. You never, and again on the back corner.
Oh,
great
that's
save
a
from
massive
Cunningham.
save.
Massive save from Addie Cunningham. And that is the power play sports save of the day
Absolutely.
in this game so far.
Yep.
But Jamie Didden, they've really talked about that offensive set, haven't they? That's twice they've got it down the bottom corner and flicked it over the other way. Fitzner with a great defensive effort there.
Yes, wearing her like a blanket, wasn't she? Talia Fitzner caused that turnover for sure. Glenelg able to get back up, and Evans will come through. Ella Jury looks to sub off.
As Evans brings it down, and these days I think Shicks is not a blanket, it's an hoodie.
It is an hoodie, you're right.
And why wouldn't you get one of them? We should get them as sponsors here, especially in the winter.
Needed to do a little more with it than that. Laura Evans wouldn't be happy with that pass, however.
There's those inherent passes, Shicks,
Yep.
that just aren't finding the target. But the pressure valve has been turned up, hasn't it?
It has.
In this second quarter, with Glenelg just sneaking out to a 2-goal lead, as we see Beckett.
Yes.
And she will
nice
let
easy
her
crossover.
opponent.
Nice easy crossover for Colleen O'Malley, and she'll go back inside to Indy, and Indy will go to Cassidy Doster. So Doster now.
And looking at this left-hand side here, she's got Zeph, and Varga comes back on, so penalty released.
No advantage for Glenelg. Couldn't score on the extra person.
You know, as a two-way player, Beth Varga needs to be very careful with one yellow card, because you don't want to get a second in this sort of environment and be ruled out early.
So have a look at the back corner here. Oh yeah, Zeta Boatwright just.
Oh, crunch! That is a card. I reckon that's going to potentially be red.
Is it?
Are we going to? No, just a yellow. Perfect.
Well, if we have a look at the replay, Tony, I don't know if there was too much forward force there, was there? Look at the turn. Okay, yeah, yellow card.
You know what?
Yellow card.
Good call. And but stick horizontal, vertical.
Well, it didn't look too
So
bad.
it didn't look too bad, but you know what? There was plenty there. So Zeph Williams and Zada Boatwright
unable to get the shot off.
But you know what? That's where this game's at, isn't it? That's what it means.
Yeah, well, you got to find out where the line is, right?
Absolutely. It's a fine line, and the greatest teams in history tiptoe it as Zephyr tiptoes that. And
Doster misses one she would normally take. So they're just a little bit
off
wobbly,
to the races, aren't they? Well, they haven't been in this position, I don't think, where they've been a couple down. Although they were against the who was it? And good work there from Mel Williams as Cassidy Doster finds her on the back corner. And interesting that both teams scoring from the same positions from a feed across the crease here, Shicks. As we see Doster on the replay, just looks up, Mel Williams sitting on the back crease and just goes, thanks very much.
Laura went for the extra bit of help there.
And it certainly had a little bit more openness on that side for both teams. And we're going to have a timeout here, are we? Timeout called to Glenelg. So
3-4 as Mel Williams registers her second, and Stuart Robb will say, let's have a little minute to talk about it.
And you can see there that our number 14, Jess Morrison, they're wearing a headband now, so obviously did open it up slightly.
She has too.
And we see here, Lauren Wagner says Glenelg's attack are looking very dangerous.
Yeah, very good there from Wag. She's very good on the text, isn't she?
She loves it.
We love the
I'll
home
tell you
viewers.
what else loves it. The traditional group, they love it. They love it.
Well, as it turns out, Tony, the traditional group have recently built on at Living Choice. How about that? The two major sponsors coming together.
That is just like a meeting of the greatest companies you're ever going to have.
I wonder if they're putting together something for Power Play Sports to work out of.
Well, you
Imagine
never know.
Imagine
and we might just head down to Charlotte quickly. Charlotte, anything for us to report down there on that tunnel?
So a couple of blood rules. Jess Morrison came off the head bent on the head. She got a check to the head on that last free check that they called.
Yeah.
So that's actually, she had a lot of blood streaming down her face, and Addie's also had to put a blood rule on her knee. So they're out to draw blood tonight, fellas.
Well, that's what this game says here, Charlotte, and thanks, Charlotte, for being down Boundary Side. It's it's tough. It's certainly a grand final to be, and we've got a 3-4 game, which tells you how tough it is, Shicks.
It is tough as nails out there, Tone. The type of nails that Trad VC use, I reckon.
It is indeed, and Georgia Wiles says great lacrosse to watch from lockdown Victoria. Well, Georgia, we're here for you because we know how hard it is not playing this beautiful game of ours. So we're glad we can bring it to you live and free on LSA TV, and it's great that you are watching with us.
Yeah,
hopefully
work,
on that big screen.
Great work.
Big shout out to you.
Keep the shout outs coming through, folks. We'd love to hear from you.
And I tell you what, these lights just starting to take effect here as Colleen O'Malley, she has force, just pops it, and good save there.
It was
and
Evans.
That,
Carly Evans just moving into that nicely, wasn't she?
Just enough of a foot there.
So a lot of the goalkeepers say, Tone, that this period of play right now where we go from natural light to artificial
Almost that
light,
dusky sort of twilighty,
just takes the eyes a little bit extra to readjust.
and you can see the shadows starting to appear. And I can tell you who's starting to appear on the bottom corner. And these cross-crease passes are really proving to be quite fortuitous for both sides, Shicks.
Absolutely. Both of them looking for it. And
Doster on the board.
well, the umpire is allowing the girls to play good, hard, strong D. So they have to pump the ball across the crease. And they're finding the open girl. And it's been great lacrosse.
And as is the scoreboard on the Living Choice scoreboard.
Well,
It is 4-all.
Locked away, Tone. Locked away.
And I'll tell you what, lock yourself away. Get in touch with Power Play Sports as well and lock yourself away a great new stick, maybe, Shicks, helmet, maybe some gloves.
Yep,
or
absolutely.
maybe just get all of them because when you spend a certain amount, you're going to get free delivery. So get in touch with it. And Christmas is coming up. Why wouldn't you?
Yep.
So get in touch with them and powerplaysports.com.au. And Indy Williams
Casually brings the ball down into attack, and Jamie Denning streaming back there. So a little isolation here. We haven't seen a lot of Eloise Road tonight, but Talia Fisher, a nice little bit of D. Looks like a little ISO happening here for India. Nice backdoor cut. Taylor
good work
Mangan
there.
couldn't
That
get
is great
Jury.
work from Ella Jury. She's got one on, and that is the matriarch Karen Mortimer. She's got one on her left-hand side. Pops down Beckett, puts it down. Great save from Cunningham. And ball to be won, and that's going to be a kick. So that'll be a Brighton ball. And a couple of shout-outs here. Megan Cameron Brown says, go Glenelg. And Paul Kernhound says, big shout-out to all the Cunninghams in the US. Hope you're all up watching.
Yeah,
so,
well done, Paul.
And that's
Tough day for Paul Kernahan today.
Tough day for Paul.
Losing, young kids losing in overtime is always heartbreaker,
but you know what? They made it. And there's a lot to be said about a side. One game does not decide.
we know Paul
how good or
Kernahan will
bad
bounce
you are.
back. We know 20 will bounce back, that's for sure.
Magic man, isn't he? So
Little bit of magic required here to break the deadlock, Tone.
and we got 2 minutes left in this quarter as Doster, she's already spun around, looks in the other side. Oh, great work from Indy Williams up top. What a feed there from Cassidy Doster, Shicks. Doesn't take much.
I'd like to see the build-up to this. This is 2 goals in a row now, backdoor on Bonnie Wells, so she needs to get an impact up front. So as we see off ball here, backdoor
Bonnie
cut.
Wells just left in her wake, wasn't she? Came from opposite side again, and just allowed her to get a couple of steps. And when you're in front of the cage, really difficult for the keeper.
Absolutely.
And we're out to a 5-4 game here. About a minute and a half to go in the second.
Great fire back from the Bombers. That's what we're expecting, Tone.
Absolutely. Well, you're never down and out. But I'll tell you what, the intensity that Glenelg started the game with just isn't there in the defence at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of back doors. So Jamie Denning again just knocking that ball out to the wings and allowing Bonnie to go 2-on-1. And that looks like a little bit of shoving around the place. Let go. That's good. Doster out the front though. Slide comes Borovnik. Double
Good
comes.
work, Borovnik. Great work,
Great
Borovnik in
great.
defence. Oh, great work there from Denning.
Ooh.
Just hung it out. And she's under pressure. But that one's deemed to be not correct. And how big is that save from Cunningham there? One-on-one with the keeper.
Huge.
Makes the save, comes down the other end, scores.
Just got to change the plane, doesn't she? Got to high to low, low to high. Or
30-second bell on Mangan. Looks over.
another back door.
And so 30 seconds. The clock's on the field here just before the half.
Jury breaking hard. She's got a yard on foot and she gets an
just
awkward
an
one.
awkward pass. And that one's hit her fair square in the thumb. Yeah, probably not the outlet there, Shix, that they were looking for with 30 seconds to go.
Correct. They're giving Brighton just one extra chance. They'll go. Fuss will bring it in. Umpire will blow. Both outlets covered, though, so well played, Glenelg.
Just kicking it the other side. Vargas, she's got pace. And she will drive straight down the middle. Doster, good check. And Brodie Borovnik, she's going to, as the clock winds out for half-time.
Hey, Scotty, I need more volume. Yeah, I need more volume.
And we have a 5-4 game here at half-time. And Shix, what a massive battle this has been.
Huge battle, Tone. Glenelg fantastic early, out to a 4-2 lead, but take nothing away from Brighton. We knew they were coming back, led by Mel Williams for her second. Then Doster gets on the board, as well as Indy, all on backdoor cuts. So easy enough for Glenelg to fix up, though. They tighten up, they shut those backdoor cuts off, and they go back to a tough fought. But the umpire has been fantastic, Tone. They're letting the defenders play defence.
Hey, this is
amazing.
This is great state league lacrosse, women's state league. And I tell you what, great is nothing new to these guys. And we'll hear a word from them.
Imagine if you could belong to a safe, welcoming and pet-friendly community in a picturesque location only 30 minutes from the Adelaide CBD, where you are just a stroll away from local shops and facilities and close to Brighton Beach and its seaside attractions. Imagine luxury living and 5-star facilities, a place that values your independence and offers a wide variety of lifestyle options. A place for you to call home. Welcome to Living Choice Woodcroft, a fully accredited village in southern Adelaide. Living Choice Woodcroft, where you have the choice of luxury and the luxury of choice. For more information on how you can become part of our community, please call 1800 502 524 or visit livingchoice.com.au.
And we're back at half-time for the Women's State League 2021 Living Choice Grand Final. Some goal scorers. Glenelg off to a nice early start. Singles to Laura Evans, Jamie Dinning, Bonnie Wells, Karen Mortimer, all with one. Brighton fighting back deep in that second half. And Mel Williams leading the charge with 2. Indy Williams 1, Cassidy Doster 1, Taylor Mangan 1.
And I'll tell you what, Shix, hey, sorry, I left you there for a second. Just had to go and do some dad duties. But we might go down and Charlotte just milling around down there at half-time. What do you got?
Just lurking.
Yeah. Glenelg are talking about wanting to, they've got the ball on attack, they will just want to control the game. And Brighton are going to ramp up the pressure from what I could hear. Trish was really quiet. But yeah, looking at ramping up pressure and hunting packs.
Right on.
Beautiful. And we thank Charlotte for just roaming the boundary. It's great to be amongst it down there, Charlotte. It's almost like playing in a grand final.
Yeah.
And we know you'd rather be doing that. But thank you very much for bringing us all the up-to-date down there from the coaches, Shix.
Not going all their own way. There wouldn't have been too many times this year where Tess McLeod has had to take an extra couple of minutes out of the half-time break to talk to the girls. So the assistant coach there, a little bit of extra instruction for the girls just to refocus. Now, Tone, maybe the under 18 girls are feeling a little bit from playing earlier on this morning.
They're not used to playing in a prelim final number 1 last week, so they played an extra game than they normally would play.
Yeah.
So the Glenelg under 18 girls.
Right.
Today they went out. They made a statement and pushed hard all day. So is that going to take a toll as we come to the end of the game here? I know they're super fit, so I don't think it's going to...
Mel Ryan, absolutely spot on. Mel Ryan says, game on, Tone.
And I tell you what, Indy Williams, she's just heard us. She said, well, I'm not tired. Let's take the ball out of the centre.
Yeah.
And Indy just steps down, and what great camera work we're seeing there from Christian. Amazing man on the camera, isn't he?
Nothing but the best.
We call him Spielberg. Others just call him sexy.
Of course. Well, there's a couple of girls out there call him Dad too.
Well, I mean,
Tone,
there is
so
that.
We will stick with that.
Yep, and
his wife.
Very proud. Oh, and there's another contest.
Bump.
So that's who's getting up off the ground there. Someone's feeling...
Brody Borovnik, and it might have been, who was the Brighton girl?
Just trying to pick up there. That would be Zeph Williams.
It was too.
Hey?
Indy.
Oh, sorry, Indy.
Yeah, Indy.
Just having a collision. Now, Indy's normally really good at these. She doesn't... and just pulls it out, kicks it to Zeph.
She does,
just to settle. I mean, it's 5-4. You know what? This game could go down to a goal or golden goal, Shicks.
Oh, let's hope, Tone.
And Zada Boatwright, she just goes, and Cassidy Doster says, well, I don't think so, Tony. I think this may go down to more than that.
Yep. Yeah.
As she pops another one away.
Doster tuned into your halftime speak there, Tone, that she needs to lift. She just sneaks there, little left, right, little shake and bake, gets inside, angles down low, and I tell you what, keyhole surgery up top, not much to look at.
And I'll tell you what else is keyhole at the moment. That score just 6-4. Just starting to blow it. I mean, Glenelg had a 4-2 lead.
Well, it's only early.
But they have been scoreless from that point at 4-2.
Well, as it turns out, Tone, you're right, 4-2 to 6-4, yeah. Spot on with that.
That is the mathematician that I am. I never get it wrong, Chicks.
Sudoku champion.
Well, only if there's three numbers. And Doster, she has number 14, and she's certainly standing up. As we know, Cassidy has been a really good servant of this Brighton Lacrosse Club.
So Wells on Varga. Ella Jury now. Fuss looking to shake. She goes. Right-hand side, gets some pipe.
Steps.
Back through to X, which is probably the right move there for her. Zeph collects. Cleans up what was a errant pass-ish. Fitzner, very good.
Picking up Zeph
One of the most improved players in the comp, Tony, you would say?
Defensively, definitely.
Yeah.
And she's got some speed to burn when she can get out.
Yes, she does.
Doster, great cut there from Varga. Kicks it over here to Fuss. Fuss has got Williams on her left-hand side.
She does.
Williams on Borovnik. They came together before, so there's no love lost there between those two at the moment.
Good D. Indy says, I'll have another look at it.
We're going to have a 3-second call here, are we?
Yeah, who's a 3-second call? On
Jamie Dinning.
Well, technically not in the fan. She's in the circle, so I wonder what that might need a little fine-tune. Run the comb over that rule, Tone.
Well, I'm not sure about
technically not in the crease.
You can only go in the back of the circle, I'm hearing, so she's in the front of the circle. Shicks.
Okay.
So out she comes.
Keep an eye on that one.
And Williams, great knockdown though.
Borovnik.
And
Dinning, able to look after it, goes back to Evans.
What do we say? The creator always finds a way.
Correct, Tone.
They are always finds a way. And Laura Evans, she's finding a way. And the 2 6s there is a foot race.
It is.
And now half of that, number 3, picks her up, Beth Varga. But she kicks it down here to Darcy Beckett. And Beckett.
Yep, Michaela Varga picking her up, down to Morrison now.
And Jess Morrison, she copped that knock early, and now she's playing more in an attacking role at the moment.
Mortimer.
She has been, but good work there from Morrison.
Finds herself with
Karen.
Taylor
Great
Voisey.
Inside roll there from Karen Mortimer.
Bang.
Top shelf.
She doesn't need too much of an invitation, does she?
And Karen Mortimer with an absolute worm burner up top. Do you like that?
A worm burner up top. Well,
that is an oxymoron if you've ever heard it, Chicks.
Oh, I like it, Tony. That's why you've got the Golden Tonsils Award the last 2 years running.
As we see here, where we had it on the Living Choice Instant Replay. It just managed to roll up the top there, didn't she?
She
gave her enough space to step into space and whoosh, up top.
She gets the little hot shoe shuffle happening here, Karen.
Just that little roll.
Look at that, pitter-patter on a 5-cent coin.
And Indy Williams just fell off her.
And players of that calibre, Tone, when time and space in front of the cage, they pick out which knot they want to hit in the net.
And it's always that way, isn't it, Shix?
And it's a 6-5 ball
It
game.
always happens that the cream rises, and
It
we are in the midst of an absolute humdinger of a grand final here for the State League women. Brighton having won the last 3.
Oh, Varga, great pickup. Ran
And we
into.
got a pre-check.
Very unlucky on that call. She turned into that check, and that's one of the things I always like to ask the question on when the attacker gets possession of the ball and turns into a check.
Turns into a check. Yep. So she creates the contact, is what you're trying to say there, Shix?
Sort of, yeah. Same.
In a
sort of
roundabout.
thing. Yeah. Yep. Good
like,
D there,
like my
Drury.
worm burner from high. And we see there with Mel Williams, she's got Drury on her. And we've got another whistle here. So we've got a 3-second call. And while we've got a 3-second call, Shix, why don't you take 3 seconds to
That's
call
all you need.
Power Play Sports?
That's all you need.
Get online.
Toster, shaking inside. Mangan collects. Wells looking after her.
Powerplaysports.com.au. Get in touch with them.
Oh,
Good
ooh,
defence.
Oh, cradling
Again,
error.
that's that one, isn't it?
Cradling error.
That contact.
Doster, just look at this. It's the calm before the storm.
Williams.
Indy collects. And Talia fits in a
there.
little bit of an ISO, pushing the hip there. Indy, good
work.
enough to get
Oh,
inside.
great again.
That really was, wasn't
Bonnie
it?
Wells, so plenty of ball to be had. And out we come, Borovnik.
Oh, just another little cradling error slipping out the back.
Just lost the handle, didn't she?
Lost the handle on it. And, of course, Colleen O'Malley, first one there to collect.
But they're creating these turnover Shix. That's what I like. You know what? While they're not always, coming to stick, it's those little things you're creating, and sometimes that's more about than what's happening.
Oh, Mangan.
And Mangan going about her own creation.
She is.
That's her second, I reckon,
She'll
for the day.
she'll look fondly back on that. Should they get a victory tonight? Just
Here
just
on Living
caught
Choice, Shix.
Karen Mortimer unaware there. She had to run around. So nice little pick. I'm not sure if it was
And Bonnie Wells,
purposeful, but
just stationary feet there in defence.
yeah. Well, I mean, she's gonna probably have enough confidence in Karen to do the job there. But that pick or the drive just around the girl there was enough to put Karen out of position. And
replies back. Says back out to a 2-goal game here. It is 7-5 with about 7:50 to go. And Jess Morrison back, the 214s in the centre. Cassidy Oster, Jess Morrison.
Gus Smith, fresh off a men's Div 2 victory this afternoon. Captain, coach, and just outright
Gus
good man.
would be living it up, wouldn't he?
Oh, he would be. A couple of Diet Cokes, he'd be going nuts.
As is Cassidy Doster at the moment in the centre, just starting to get a bit more ascendancy through there. And she will come and she will shoot given the opportunity. But decides better of it. Gets a possession for her team.
They're building something here, Brighton, aren't they, Tone? They're building like the tradvc.com.au.
On 83763639. And you can build that number in your phone.
Ring Raylene Sutton, and let's talk about that shirt she wore today to the game for the men's.
She has got on board with LSA TV as Indy Williams.
Oh.
She has put that one nice and low, and that is all clear. Carly Evans not that happy about it, I can tell you. Just throws the ball out there to Nikki Voisey, but we see here.
Living choice replay.
Just stepped inside, underneath.
Yeah, just feeling too much for her, Ella Jury, and let her slip back inside. Indy Williams picks up her second.
And we're out to a 3-goal game here, and just starting to see a margin open up. And Donna Wood says, let's go Bombers. And Sue Macca McSolvin.
Oh, we really are graced by legendary status.
Well, I thought Chicks was the legend in the room, but
pale into insignificance.
Sue loving some live lax. Well, we're loving the fact that you're watching live and free on LSA TV, and we're glad that we can bring this Women's State League Grand Final to you.
8-5, Brighton v Glenelg.
And Cassidy Doster again, but a break. Been deemed that wasn't correct. So Jamie Ditting with the ball, and Glenelg, they'll certainly want to get one back here.
This is what's changed, Tone. The Brighton girls are back, and they're pumping up the pressure.
At the two on both. The ride out of defence there. Outstanding. Oh, Izzy Brown again. That's her second touch tonight, and unfortunately, that's her second one that's gone out of bounds, and she's seen it go behind her. So that will. She'll tighten up on that.
Oh, of course, yeah, young girl. She'll just absorb all this game in and absolutely improve out of this. So
Look at the pace though, Colleen O'Malley.
Yeah,
She was certainly
coming back from a knee injury, Tone.
Well, there is no resemblance of that at the moment, Colleen
There
O'Malley.
certainly isn't. So Brighton just gaining some ascendancy now.
And 3 seconds here somewhere.
3-second call. Who could that be on? Laura Evans again, just drifting in and forgetting that the old 1, 2, 3.
And Hayley Fuss just makes some space there too to try and open it up. But Doster, she steps down, looks inside. O'Malley, she just razzle-dazzles. And I'm going to tell you, I love the refereeing or umpiring tonight.
That was like a guillotine coming down, wasn't it?
It was, but you know what?
Missed the bubble, that's fine.
Missed everything and let it play.
Missed the bubble. No pop. We're fine.
No snap, no crackle. And back up to the top here with Zeph Williams, who is about to kick it to Mel. And Mel just assessing her options, as Cassidy Doster is one of those. She steps out on her left-hand side.
Zeta Boatwright looking after Mel.
Williams just looking to get in. Just looking at a feed here. Plenty of movement. Wendy Williams on the backside.
Williams.
Great pick up there. And Cassidy Doster says, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing this one on the Living Choice instant replay, Shicks. No time whatsoever.
Well, we look at Mel Williams' ball and stick, just shaking a little bit down the bottom corner there.
Watch the ball hit the deck here and just pop, one, bang. All in one motion, isn't it?
A little prayer.
So a little
almost.
It's hit the ground, bounce past. As she's taken the ball, she's in that shooting motion, pops it over Carly. And
9-5.
In the blink of an eye, Shicks, 9-5.
Huge goal in the context of the game. 3.5 to go, let's say.
And Greg Mollison says smart shot.
Well, that was earlier. That was the last one before that.
Well,
but
I think it almost reverts back to there too.
Well, it does.
You know what?
It does.
Greg's all over it. Maybe Greg is a visionary, as we know him. And he saw that one coming as well. Well, I'll tell you what, Cassidy Doster just starting to make her mark here, isn't she?
Well, if you just have a look down the ground there, as we get to look at the full field, the Glenelg girls possibly just dropping the heads a little bit. And Doster here just starting to really get on top here. That came off her foot or leg.
Oh, great pick up. And release into the middle to O'Malley. Tiptoed the tulips there on the sideline.
Push the little daisies.
Cheers, Shicks, hey, look at him. I'll tell you what, there's no karaoke around at the moment, but he is all over it, Mr. Craig Schicker.
Yes, it's a crucial part of the game here. It's make or break.
So we're about 2.5 to go in the third term, as we see on the massive scoreboard here at the beautiful Cooper Stadium. Hasn't the weather actually held up perfectly today here, Shicks?
Absolutely, it has. Fantastic weather. I mean, South Australia, we've got the weather Queensland, I think they have.
Yeah, but followed up by, we had 4 golden goal overtime games today.
It's been a fantastic season of lacrosse time. We had 5, the producer says to us. Excuse me for our ignorance, but there's been 5 golden goals today, Tone.
So how many games have we had? We've had probably, 13 games? And 5 of them have been golden goal.
Yeah. Doster, again, really taking the ascendancy.
Evans said, no, you don't. And Mel Williams, she's just trying to take it out of Carly's stick.
That's right.
In the men's game, you are heading towards a bench for that, aren't you?
That is an error we very, very rarely see. Carly Evans has thrown the ball directly out of bounds as younger sister Laura Evans turns around to say something, but has seen the look on that face before and says...
And I'm sure it would have been all positive.
Best let it go.
Knowing Laura, she would have said, I think, get the next one.
Carly... Holding the goalie stick in the left hand. Very, very clever.
So,
Varga to Fuss.
Top. So next goal is really important in the context of this game.
Make or break.
I know that's just
make or break.
Probably common sense, but...
Well, it's quite obvious too.
At 9-6, at a 9-5 game, we are, we're 10-5. It's almost starting to get out there, and at 9-6, it's... It just turns the momentum if you can get one back. But Brighton just taking some time out here.
They are.
Oh, and there we go. That's again Doster. Very good with the hands.
Was very good. Good pick up in the end.
And just...
a little bit of extended pressure now from the...
we've seen here from Fitz. Fitz is dispossessed in this situation before tonight.
Well, she's got some blistering pace. It's very unassuming. So Fuss now.
Fuss as we hear that...
Daisy the cow, she's back. Dinning, bang, right on the hips there. Force as the sevens go at it. One more 7 would be good, Tone. 777.
777, so there's 21, and I never get that.
It's a big payout.
In a
gamble responsibly.
As you should always gamble responsibly.
Yep.
And you know what else you should do?
Gus Smith is watching. He's back on. He's got a couple of devices on by the looks of it. Don't want to miss a bit of this action time because
why would you? It is 9-5. The game is still here for anybody to take.
Varga lights up, but Carly Evans says.
And we're going to see free space there. Anyway, so ball up the top here. Beth Varga with the ball. Clock's on the field.
Clock is on.
And 9-5. So has Carly got another big save in her to go into this quarter? And almost did.
Sends one wide into what looks to be an errant sponsor down there, Tone. Someone's plucked their own
MGS.
Excuse me.
That is Johnny Fuss, mate. I'm all over that.
They're not paying any money, so why are you mentioning them?
Well, no, because they're still great men. And Carly Evans, she is keeping her side in this at the moment.
Pre-check apparently, so Brighton will get another crack at it with only seconds left.
So the clock's on the field.
9-5 going
just pumped
into
the crease.
Mel Williams.
And that is all clear.
Have a look at that.
What
on the
smart play.
Living choice. Doster deep in offense, getting another crack at it. Sorry, it's Varga, and look at that. Throws a nice ball into Mel Williams, giving the defence no chance. And of course, Mel Williams collects and sends a dagger into the Glenelg girls huddle.
At 10-5, and that's the way effectively it ends up here at three-quarter time. And do Glenelg have what it takes to come back here, Shicks? It is a big ask given the fact they've only scored 5 in 3 quarters. But they have the firepower. And what about firepower, speaking about it? Goal scorers for this evening so far?
So Karen adds to her tally 2 singles to Wells, Dinning and Evans, the Laura variety, and for the Brighton Bombers. Taylor Mangan collects 2. Indy Williams 2. Cassidy Doster getting involved with 3. And the ever-reliable, the evergreen, Mel Williams with 3. As we go to some ad breaks. Do we?
Imagine if you could belong to a safe, welcoming and pet-friendly community in a picturesque location only 30 minutes from the Adelaide CBD, where you are just a stroll away from local shops and facilities and close to Brighton Beach and its seaside attractions. Imagine luxury living and 5-star facilities, a place that values your independence and offers a wide variety of lifestyle options. A place for you to call home. Welcome to Living Choice Woodcroft, a fully accredited village in southern Adelaide. Living Choice Woodcroft, where you have the choice of luxury and the luxury of choice. For more information on how you can become part of our community, please call 1800 502 524 or visit livingchoice.com.au.
And we'll head down to Charlotte winning there. Charlotte, out of that break, anything to report for us?
Yeah, truthfully, about the next 15 minutes, so making sure that they work really hard for the last 15 of the game still. And in the Glenelg huddle, Bonnie and Karen actually spoke, and you can just see the passion that they had in saying to the girls that we're not out of it. We've just got to have a really solid 15 minutes of play, putting the pressure on and just attacking the ball hard. So hopefully a really good last quarter here.
Great work, Charlotte.
She's amazing down there, isn't she? Yeah, Charlotte winning. Good. And the 2 14s doing some damage here into the middle again. Abby Thorne says, keep it up, girls, hustle all day. And Liz Thorne says, thank you for your support, Abby Thorne. Love, mum. And ball is out.
Doster.
The 2-14s.
Morrison.
And
Is that young?
that is Taylor Voisey.
It is 2. Good
So-
pick up, Taylor Voisey, streaming through the midfield.
She kicks
Doster
it over
not
to
picked
Doster.
up.
And I'll tell you, you'd want to have the ball in this lady's hands because she's been phenomenal today, Shix. And on that, what about your where are you thinking for the player of the game at the moment?
Well, Karen Mortimer was very good early, but it's been all Brighton since then, unfortunately, for the Bay Girls. And Mel Williams has led that charge with Cassidy Doster, like you said, gaining ascendancy in. Oh, she's throwing the stick there, young Zephyr Williams. That's the ball.
She will get it back here.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle down here.
Free check. And Zeph just...
had a real errant stick there, Tom.
I mean, I've heard about passing the ball, but maybe...
use my stick.
Use my stick to do it.
Yep.
And just kicks it over the other side. So Glenelg, it is an understatement to say they need to get a goal in the early in this here.
Force just pushing it a little bit too hard. I don't mind that. But umpire out there said we'll just bring that back, and Laura sneaks across over to start another offensive set for the Glenelg girls.
Hey, Shix, we might just head down to Charlotte. We're just getting a message maybe that Karen's picked up an injury, Charlotte.
Yeah, she's come off and had some work done on her upper left hamstring, it looks. So she's got that taped up at the moment because she did spend a fair bit of time off. But I agree, she's been very, very good early in this game. She would be the game changer for Glenelg at the moment. So it'd be sad to see her go down with an injury.
Yeah, I agree. That shot sort of indicates that she didn't have any real drive out of it, so it might be high.
You can see her limping there, can't you? So obviously there's some effect there. And Charlotte on the spot.
Ping, ping.
Hey, cannot get better than that. And ball coming back down to Brighton's end. Yeah, Shix, we were talking about obviously the President's Medal in the women's game. You're going through Brighton. Obviously Glenelg and Brighton both had a couple of really good players.
Big dump, drive, dodge.
So Mel Williams with 3 on the board, Doster with 3. So they're the goal scorers. But, you know, who's had the impact at the moment? Indy Williams been great. Taylor Mangan for me, she's stepped up with the opportunities that she's had.
Yep, there's plenty of game left, Tone, for someone to really stand out. But
really
you're right.
Take it by the scruff, isn't it?
It's been a good effort from all. I liked the assistant coach there at half time.
As Doster just steps down the left-hand side, looks inside, pops someone over and need to pick the ball, and they need to get the ball down here. So Fitzner.
There you go. Keep going. Fast start.
No, got to have his feet set together.
Yeah, Tess McLeod to half-time, Tone, taking the extra time out there with the girls in the centre of the field, really set them on the way, laid the path. Just needed the girls to walk it, and they're doing just that.
So Bonnie Wells here with the ball, kicks it up to Jess Morrison. And who's going to be the one that just puts the team on their shoulder here, Shix? If you're going to get back into a game like this, someone always has to put themselves on. And that Jess Morrison, she...
just missed the mark, didn't she? Needed to find Bonnie Wells.
She certainly tried to put the team on her shoulders there, didn't she?
Needs to find that pass, though.
And but Bonnie's going to be just brought out behind her.
And Karen Mortimer is really struggling out there.
Very, very, and you can see those little short, shuffly steps, can't you?
Which isn't too unusual for Karen, but...
well, she is suffering, and I'll tell you who's not suffering, Varga.
Yeah,
she's always at full pace, isn't she?
Fitzner again repelling, so I like the defence of Talia Fitzner. Brovnik out there chasing, looks like Hayley Fuss, and she'll go left-right, wave the flag around a little bit. Zeph gets...
And that's
Indy,
a moving pick.
And away they go. Morrison.
Can't fast start.
Can't you?
No, within 5 metres of the player. Can't fast start, so she's going to have feet set, and also the referees have to be set as well. So, but not within 5 metres, and just wasn't the case at that point.
Yep. Jury driving hard down the lines, bringing the ball back in,
and down it goes to. Trying to pick up who's got the ball here.
And Wells has got it there on the left-hand side.
That was a hidden ball trick from the
It
commentators.
was. Evans
Shicks.
looks for a little isolation on Cassidy Doster, who Greg Mollison has in his gun for BOG, closely followed by Indy Williams.
And we've got Greg
Darcy
Mollison
Beckett.
says 14 Brighton best on ground thus far. Indy Williams close second. So if you're online, send us your thoughts on who should get the President's Medal in this big grand final game.
Yeah,
You
persuade us.
Well,
Persuade
hey,
us.
we can always be persuaded, but we also like to see what other people are seeing, Shicks.
Correct. Absolutely. Shot here, Wells. Good save.
Addie, just
Cunningham.
a big save, and
Yeah.
her first grand final could be one to remember.
That'll be one for the folks back home as she goes on. She
Goes
takes
out.
Dinning.
Good work there, and she's going to get a card here.
There's no real foul in that. If you have a look at this replay, if we've got a replay of it.
Yeah, I'm going to say Addie comes out the back, and she. No, we don't get a replay of that one. But that was just that was good defence.
Well, yeah. Sometimes when you throw off balance, Tone, that's what happens, right? You fall
Well,
over.
Sometimes you fall over. And
Varga met by Wells, who just shuffles.
tiptoed the tulips
She did.
on the blue line.
Correct. It has to be Doster, Michelle Davies. 3 goals and 3 assists.
Oh, good knockdown again by Rovnik, and just puts her head down, does Drury. And Ella will receive the pundits from that as she gets the opportunity to kick the ball, kicks it over here to Wells. We've got about still 8.5 minutes, Shicks. We've seen anything can happen in this women's game as Fitzner brings the ball down here to Beckett. Darcy Beckett kicks it over here to Morrison. Morrison puts the ball into attack for the Glenelg Seahawks. She has Adalia Brokenshire on her, who is playing great defence.
Also got Colleen O'Malley just dipping in behind for any sort of double help as Glenelg are still an extra player down.
And if you need some help with the Christmas shopping, Shicks, get in touch with Powerplay Sports on powerplaysports.com.au.
Yeah.
They will certainly look after you as the next season isn't far away. And what are we seeing anything there?
A lot of pundits going for Cassidy Doster for her work, 3 and 3 to date, and a heap of centre draw work as well. So she has been certain influence, but a lot of pressure here, huge pressure. Darcy Beckett, they're putting the.
And that's Kelly McDonald
that's
out
Kelly
there.
Mack, yeah, she's doing a fantastic work, and she gets the turnover. Doster's,
Karen just holding her ground.
yep,
But here we go. Oh, little Shimmy's footstep, hey?
little Campese.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Little Campese.
I was
from,
looking for the try line down there with
wow,
Hayley Fuss.
Beautiful.
Hayley Fuss with just a little bit of high step in action. And, so very
Alice Freeman. Well, there's a little bit of favouritism there, but we like that, Alice. We don't mind that at all.
nothing wrong. Hey,
Yeah, Colleen O'Malley.
as I said, and there's a dollar sign there, Shicks.
Yeah, well,
So
okay.
we can be bought, can't we?
Absolutely.
As Taylor Mangan, she
Absolutely.
looks for her third. But great work there from Brodie Borovnik. And, good check. Nat's closer to us. But that looked a reasonable check.
She's really sucking up here, Tone, aren't you?
Well,
Call it as we see it. There was nothing in it. That's fine. You can have your opinion, Tone.
no, I did have my opinion. And I'll agree with yours.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, Taylor Mangan just with the ball. And she can put one away here. It's just about good night, nurse. But
Eloise Rowe collects. Haven't seen a lot
Eloise,
of Eloise
we haven't
tonight.
spoken about Eloise much tonight, have we?
No, we haven't.
Obviously doing the off-the-ball work
Yes.
as O'Malley.
Colleen, good.
And that is Talia Fitzner.
Oh, and
that's
so-
going to Glenelg.
There
So
you
Colleen
go.
O'Malley with the big get out of my way. And Fitzner will take the ball here.
It's good to see Abby Thorne from the US involved here, Tone, getting really
Ab,
into
we
the,
hope
ball,
you're
isn't she?
having an absolute ball over there in the US playing ball.
Fitzner with
And,
wheels.
we can't wait
inside.
till you come back here and rip it up for SA and Australia at some point.
O'Malley collects what the spills, or the remains of, Varga. Down to Doster. She's got the right-hand wing up over top of her head, but she's probably quick enough to regather.
Just picks it up. Great work there from Doster.
I thought there might have been a whistle, but not played on, so that's very good.
Great ball handling.
Doster to Varga, no, ignores that.
She's almost doing the, and I'm going to say, the Div 2 game, Div 1 game, the Jessie Winnan at the moment.
A little bit of a holdout.
A little bit of a holdout. And Bronnie Wells, and she's going to go to the cage, given the opportunity, steps inside, looks down the bottom. Oh, just misses there, Mangan, but what a great opportunity set up there by the number 14 there in Doster.
It was. Cassidy just trying to add to her bill for the day at time.
And Lauren Wagner says, loving the Metaphors, boys.
Yeah, I don't know what she's
They must be an
about.
80s band, I reckon.
Yeah.
The Metaphors. As that one just kicks past Carly Evans.
That's what we're after there.
I don't remember their songs, though. Shua, Shua,
well,
Shua, Shua. Why does chicks fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Back to the game.
Right.
That was a little interlude while the ball was getting picked up there.
Oh, no,
And
that
just,
nice little split. Good recovered defence from
tiptoes
Morrison.
on the
India unable to get through, so Carly Evans collects.
Indy Williams had to stop on a dime there.
She did. Bonnie Wells now, who has gone quiet, Tone. The Glenelg girls need a bit more from her. Haynes needs to look up. She doesn't.
And 3 minutes 43 left in this grand final, Shicks. It is a 10-5 game on the Living Choice scoreboard. And you can see the big scoreboard up there too.
Maybe a bridge too far to cross, Tone.
Yep, and there is...
Gus Smith's back watching.
Gus is all over it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's back.
Hey, he'd be on his first beer right now.
Could be.
I
Could be.
believe.
Celebrating
And
what was a
drink
fantastic
responsibly, we will say.
overtime win, golden goal winner from one of his men, Div 2.
And our producer here, Marty Baker's pretty happy with that too, just quietly.
Yep, you're right.
As a little bit of inside-outside, Morrison pops it away. Big body had there. And we're going to have a push on Morrison. And she's not happy with that because McDonald was very much giving it, it was a bit of equal pressure there, but she has certainly been pulled out, and as the ball comes down here with Varga.
Varga down, and Dinning will collect her on the bottom corner, out the back. Taylor Mangan, big cut coming through there from Fuss, ignored from Mangan, which is
So
fine.
we're into the 2 minute. Goes the cowbell. And we have 2 minutes left in this game. It is still stop clock, so there still is an opportunity for Glenelg. But I'll tell you what, bridge over troubled water right now, Shicks.
Yep, smoke. There she
And
goes.
Doster,
ISO.
and can she... there's free space. So she's going to have an opportunity to put her fourth on the board here, Shicks.
Giving herself every chance there. She looked like she's looking for the back corner too. So score or assist.
And Doster, this could just about put a nail in that best on ground. Looks up, finds Indy Williams. Indy Williams finds Eloise Rowe on the bottom corner.
So she's not away for too long, Tone.
That is good night and nurse. And Brighton will just, as you can see, the Glenelg girls just coming to realisation that that's probably game done. But they've been fantastic tonight too, the Glenelg Seahawks.
Fantastic start. Really took it up to Brighton and really shook them around, didn't it? 4-2 at one stage, I
Well,
believe.
they're 4-2 up, and it's been hard work since there. It's been very hard work.
Then the avalanche came, didn't it?
It did. And look, we sort of expected that from the Brighton Lacrosse Club, because that's what they do in this women's competition. They can put 5 or 6 on you very quickly.
Yep.
And once they have got that ascendancy, they don't normally give it up. And that's where we find ourselves right now at 11-5 with a minute and a half to go on the Living Choice scoreboard.
Correct.
And while we've got a minute and a half to go, look, we should thank our sponsors for the year here on LSA TV.
Absolutely, Tone. How good's it been with the with the support from tradvc.com.au 83763639 as Dostert just breezes past into attack, looking after the ball. The Trad VC group, Tone, they've been fantastic, haven't they?
Always great sponsors of lacrosse, and they are here every game. Shicks.
They are.
They don't miss a game.
Yep.
And
Proud
obviously,
supporters.
Our new sponsors, Power Play Sports.
Yeah, can't wait to get more involved there for next season.
And we're looking forward, and we love having them on. And
yep.
Paul Cunningham says, "Go Addy." So, Paul, we're glad you're watching online. She's about to win her first State League premiership, and we have about 45 seconds to go till that happens. And Abby Thorne quite happy with Eloise Rose work there in the last little bit.
Beautiful to watch.
There's
Living
Mel.
choice, Tone, of course.
And there we go. Just pops inside, outside. And not giving it up, though, is Bonnie. No, it's Laura Evans. No, Bonnie Wells.
Yep, Bonnie Wells.
But massive crunch. And she has hit the deck really hard there. And Bonnie Wells picks herself up and says, well, there's one last little one for the grand final.
Yep.
So Izzy Brown's just on her in the middle as she finds Borovnik instead.
Dinning will take the ball out.
So limited time now. Clock's on the field, chicks. We have the clock on the field. So 30 seconds to go here in this 2021 Living Choice State League Women's Grand Final. And Brighton Bombers, they're going to run out winners.
They will.
In 2021.
Whether or not Glenelg can put one back on them, but 11-5, so a comfortable victory. But they didn't have it all their own way early, Tone. And Ella Jury slices down the middle. Ooh, probably half a pass there. Haynes just...
And that one is just going to trickle towards the boundary, but really good work. I don't know whose stick that came off, but now we do.
Off Darcy Beckett's stick.
Darcy Beckett's stick. And Greg Mollison says, just before the game finishes, congratulations, guys, on a great season and presentation from... LSA TV. So
yes,
thank you very much, Greg. We know you've been a massive supporter of us, and right now all the support is going out to the Brighton Bombers as they get around their rookie in the premiership squad, Addie Cunningham, and a fantastic effort from the Brighton Bombers, and commiserations to the Glenelg Seahawks as they head down towards Carly Evans, who's been fantastic this season. But there is only one victor in the grand final, Shicks.
And well deserved. I mean, Brighton have been the strength all year. I mean, hats off to the Glenelg girls and Stuart Robb and his team. Sass Newmarch closed the gap up towards the end of the year, didn't they? Had a great semi-final game. Maybe exposed a few things, maybe from Brighton, but we saw in that game the class of Brighton and Trish Adams and Tess McLeod able to pull away.
All right, Shicks, you're a great man who has vision beyond years.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a President's Medal to be announced.
Yep.
The great man himself, where do you go?
Oh, look, sentimental. Would love to see Mel Williams win another one. 3 goals. Indy, great with 2. Taylor Mangan was good as well. Carly Evans, good. For Glenelg, of course. Addie was quite good in goals as well.
Yep.
But I'm saying, look, Cassidy Doster. I mean, who do you give it to, Tone? I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Cassidy Doster, very good 3 and 3.
You know what? Well, I will never argue with the great man. We'll find out very shortly from Mr. Ben Hook, who's been our MC for today.
Yep.
And he will announce that. But for me, Cassidy Doster, for you, I'm only following you, so Cassidy Doster for you.
Oh, at a hunch. I mean, there's many good players at certain times. Cassidy turned the game. She was slow starting, turned the game, and really got involved at the scoring end as well. So. And
Abby Thorne online, she says, bloody fantastic. So proud of every single one of you. All class. Celebrate hard with big love hearts, Abby Thorne. And we will be heading down to Ben Hook as soon as the girls get in position. We will find our way down there. Abby, we hope the US again treats you well, and it's great to see you online here watching this and your girls. And Greg Mollison just puts out number 14, so he's on you, Shicks, too. Everyone follows Shicks.
No.
And Tony Stewart says, great work, Bomber girls, as they have. And it won't be long before we will head down to our presentation ceremony. And Mr. Ben Hook will very soon, put it this way, the girls have got to come into a position where they can be presented with medals, and and the trophies. And Charlotte, you were not forgetting yourself down there. Look, the celebrations there, fantastic for the Bomber girls.
Yeah, I'm going to try and catch one of them, just have a quick chat if I can straight after. But yeah, Glenelg, as you can see, they're devastated. But like you said, they played hard. I think Cassidy's probably a game changer today. They weren't winning centre draws. She started winning and they started putting goals on the board. And that's where you kind of, in the girls' game, to win the game, you've got to have the ball from centre. So yeah, that'd be my pick. I don't know who was that with.
I tell you, Charlotte, Shix is like the Pied Piper. Everyone follows him.
Oh.
And you know what? And he's very, very rarely wrong. So we'll head down to Mr. Benny Hook very shortly as the girls just start to mill around, and they'll shake hands first. But plenty of hugs going on in the Glenelg side as they just head towards. And this is the greatest thing about our game, Shix. You can combat and be combatant on the field, but at the end of the day, we are all mates, aren't we?
It's all beer and Skittles at the end of the day, Tone. Celebrations to be made down there at Brighton tonight.
So there will be, both clubs will be rocking tonight.
So Brighton had the victory in the Women's State League, Women's Div 1.
Under 18s.
Under 18s. What about Div 2? They did certainly have. So they've gone the sweep
as well.
They've gone the sweep. So congratulations to the ladies' side of Brighton.
Hang on, and we've got Addie Cunningham out there. We might just head to Charlotte quickly before Ben Hook gets into position. Over to you, Charlotte.
Yeah, I just thought I'd pull Addie aside. Just big congrats, mate. How are you feeling after that?
Honestly, it all feels like a dream. We played an amazing team game, and we came out with a plan, and we were a bit shaky in the first quarter, but we just endeavoured through the entire game, and we just stuck with the plan, and we smashed it in the end.
You did, and I'm assuming big celebrations tonight.
Yeah. Back to the club, beautiful club members, everyone. We had a big day with the Brighton Bombers out here at the grand final. So, just go spend time with our club members and get around each other.
All right, Charlotte. Sorry,
well
I'm going to have to cut you short there. Addie Cunningham, congratulations, Charlotte. Thank you for there. We're going to head down to our MC for the evening, Mr. Ben Hook. Over to you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed another outstanding Living Choice State League Women's Grand Final. Glenelg was so brave. They let it out hard in the first half. Brighton a little bit too good on the night, but please, a big round of applause for both of our Grand Final teams this evening, Glenelg and Brighton. We begin with the presentation of the Minor Premiership Trophy, won by the Brighton Bombers. We'll invite Melissa Williams forward to collect the Minor Premiership Trophy. Tremendous performance from our match officials this evening, and they'll receive a gift, an award from Lacrosse South Australia. Could you please congratulate lead umpire Tammy Varga, umpire Natalie Owens, umpire Nikki Voisey, and bench official Belinda Rowland. I'll now invite Glenelg captain Karen Mortimer to say a few words.
Congratulations to Brighton, you guys have been standard all year. Obviously undefeated, and it's going to be a big ask for us to come out today and beat you. So congratulations on your win. To the Glenelg girls, we sort of set out this year to do it together, and win or lose, we gave it everything today, and we did do it together. So heads up, no more tears, all right? We did it together, and we'll
Go party with their boys later.
Well done, Karen, and congratulations once again to the Seahawks on an outstanding year. To make the presentation of the President's Medal, here with us this evening is Mary Pickett, 8-time Premiership player. The winner of the President's Medal for Best Player on the Field in the 2021 Living Choice State League Grand Final from Brighton, Cassidy Doster. And we'll just invite Cassidy to say a few words. Well done.
Hi. Sorry to make you really nervous. Well, I think everyone already knows that I'm moving to Australia in 2 weeks. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. I'm going to cry. It's been unbelievable. To Glenelg, thank you. Sorry. You guys have been the team to beat all year. You always put it through. We're always nervous to play you guys. You did amazing as always. Brighton, I love you guys. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Congratulations, Cassidy. Her second President's Medal, an outstanding night again from her. It is time to make the presentation of the Premiership medals. To the Brighton Bombers, firstly, number 1, Adalia Brokenshire. Number 2, Adam Cunningham. Number 6, Zephyr Williams. Number 7, Hayley Fuss. Number 8, India Williams. Number 10, Michaela Varga. Number 11, Eloise Rowe. Number 14, Cassidy Doster. Number 16, Kelly McDonald. Number 17, Taylor Voisey. Number 19, Taylor Mangan. Head coach, Trish Adams. Assistant coaches, Tess Gilbert and Cass Casaro. And team manager, Janet Adams. And the 3 captains of the Brighton Bombers. Number 4, Melissa Williams. Number 3, Beth Varga. And number 9, Colleen O'Malley. I'll invite one of the Brighton captains to come and say a few words on behalf of their team. You've got the job.
Can I just say we have another player in our team, Monica Cruz? On behalf of our team, I'd like to say thank you to all the sponsors, Lacrosse SA for putting on such a huge event last weekend and this weekend. So much work for them today. I think we're so lucky in this state to have had a season this year, and I think I can talk for all of us here. We're so grateful that we've just been able to take the field week in and week out. A little bit of a broken COVID, we got up there and finished it up. dedicated, hard-working, gritty women that I call my family. So I'd like to say congratulations to you all. And Glenelg, thank you so much for such a tough season. You always really take it to us. We've had so many good competitions together, and there's going to be so many more in the future. And, you know, it just comes down to whatever happens on the day. But thank you.
Well done. Thanks, Mel. Now we'll invite Mary Pickett to make the presentation of the Premiership Shield to the captains of the Brighton Lacrosse Club.
Thanks, Ben.
Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our presentation here at Cooper Stadium. Congratulations to men's State League premiers, Glenelg, to the women's State League premiers for the 4th time in a row, the Brighton Bombers. Congratulations to Lacrosse South Australia on an outstanding presentation once again. Hope you've enjoyed the day. Safe trip home, and I'm sure we'll see you all in 2022. Thank you and good evening. Back to the team at Lacrosse SA TV.
And thank you there to Mr. Ben Hook. Does a fantastic job on these big days, and we're glad to have Ben amongst us. And Charlotte's made her way up. Charlotte, thank you for today.
I enjoyed it.
Really appreciative getting all that insight down there on the boundary line, and it was fantastic. So really appreciate you being part of it.
It's always a pleasure working with you fellas.
Mr. Craig Schicker, well, it doesn't happen without Mr. Craig Schicker. he's hit legendary status today. And no, look.
Legendary status.
Well, he's always had legendary status, hasn't he, to be honest?
Just made official today.
Well, I mean, it was always official in my heart, mate. You know how much you mean to me, so it's been a fantastic season, Schicks, and it's always good working with you.
It has been. It's been good working with you too, Tone, the two-time Golden Tonsil winner for Lacrosse Australia on the microphone. So you draw them in from far and wide, Tone. They come out crawling from under rocks just to listen to you talk lax. So it's been great. But it won't be far off before the next season, will it, Tone?
2000 far away. But a couple of other huge thank yous. Obviously, we have our camera guys who do a lot of work through the year. Christian's been outstanding. Yep. Braden Munn, outstanding.
Yes.
Michael Hood when he's around. And other than that, it's a general across the board. And obviously, look, Scotty Gill and Marty Baker, both we don't get to talk without these guys. So they're fantastic.
Yep.
Lacrosse SA as a whole, you know, to be able to bring lacrosse live and free across the internet waves are fantastic. Our 3 sponsors, Schicks.
Well, Lacrosse SA, just for getting the season up and going during tough times.
Massive.
Yep.
We're very lucky here.
I'm going to give a couple of huge shout outs tonight to Dicko. You know, this event as a whole, the Lambton lacrosse lunch today was absolutely fantastic. You know, our other sponsors through LSA today, you know, I mean...
You mentioned the Lambton Mount, Tone, so for those of you out there who don't know too much about it, jump online. There might be a link on the Lacrosse SA page, but it'd be well worth getting involved there, just getting re-engaged with our legends from yesteryear. And Tone, if you don't mind me saying so,
you have the mic.
Lacrosse SA Finals, proudly sponsored by MGS, Auctioneers and Valuers.
Well, as you should be.
I might have been a little bit harsh on him earlier, but rightly so. John Fuss and his band of merry men have supported us. He's supported us for a long time too.
Well, I was just going to say the pack-up crew here as well.
Oh, yes.
You know what? This event doesn't happen without volunteers.
Well, you've got to be careful because you might find a couple of lacrosse goals online on their
I
auction
didn't know.
site.
I saw Schicks bring the big van down, but I didn't know that was going to be. But yeah, the pack-up crew have done a fantastic job here, and by the time we were off the other night, that was done and dusted.
Yeah, fantastic.
And
Bob Card, I think we should shout out to Bob Card because he does a lot of that.
And those guys are fantastic. Obviously, as I said, our sponsors, Living Choice of LSA TV, Living Choice State League Traditional, the new Power Play Sports, and
what's our boathouse as well snuck in there?
Well,
Wouldn't mind if you
I
Lacrosse
tell
SA.
you,
jackets.
why would you not want to be sponsors of Lacrosse SA TV?
Of course.
But also to our viewers out there, Shicks, who
Oh.
are wide and varied, and they get interactive with us.
The greatest
and
of thanks.
And it is fantastic to be able to bring you live lacrosse. As this is a real party atmosphere down here at Lacrosse SA Land, and you know what? And to all the players, both men and women, and the coaches and the support staff and the scorers and the mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters who bring this game to life, we cannot have this game that we love immensely, Charlotte.
Really getting sentimental, and that's what I love, Tony.
It is.
You don't
It's true, though. It's sad to see the season end. I think it's something that you kind of go, oh, we're very lucky to play it here in South Australia compared to other states, but it is quite sad to stop playing with your friends and family, as well as playing against, friends and family and seeing each other. It's a very unique community that we have. So we're very, very lucky to be able to play it.
We are. And I tell you what, Lucky is coming up. We will be bringing box lacrosse to you at some point on LSA TV. It's not far away, Charlotte.
It's not.
I just want to see you
and
playing
the
box
women's
lacrosse.
comp's not far
The women's
away.
lacrosse is not far away. And I tell you what, season 2022, given all is correct, is not far away either.
No, pre-season next week, I think.
And but we have had some amazing lacrosse. As the music's going to play us out here. Thank you to everyone involved with Lacrosse SA TV, to Mr. Ben Hook, who adds a lot to this production on the day. And we are going to leave you as the Wentworth theme goes off. And we will see you. And until the sticks are swinging, Mr. Craig Schicker,
we'll be in the
Charlotte
crease.
Winnan, we will be in the crease. And we will see you very, very soon on Lacrosse SA TV. Stay safe. Enjoy the summer break. And we'll be back bigger and better.